Matilda, our nearly queen. 800 years ago, we nearly had a queen. But when Matilda came to claim her rightful crown as heir, she was thrown out of London. She was no minor, no regent-dominated child, but a 39-year-old woman, the only surviving child of King Henry. Her attempt to take control and power led to nearly 20 years of bloody civil war. There was no law saying that a woman could not rule, but in that time power was held by force, and there was a belief that there could be no strong warrior queen. She was sent to Germany at 8 years old, married off to the emperor. She knew her destiny was to be great. Widowed at 23, she returned to England, and Henry promised she would rule after he had gone. His lords swore an oath to her, but they lied. Married off again unhappily, the Duke of Anjou, only 15, she still called herself Empress. She delighted Henry, giving birth to 2 boys. He had his heirs, his dynasty was secure. He had just had to live 20 years, that's all. But then he died. And as he did so, he named her queen to his lords, those who had sworn to be loyal, and acknowledged her. She set off to claim her throne. To fight battle if need be, she knew her destiny. But then discovered she was pregnant again. She hesitated and delayed. As she did so, her cousin Stephen, a great warrior and fighter, one who had sworn allegiance to Matilda, had himself crowned, anointed, and in doing so betrayed her. There were no other rivals apart from Matilda, who was abroad. The nobles rallied to him. A man, another boy, was born to her. Now there were 3 male heirs, grandsons of the last king. Normandy, so important to England then, a part of the kingdom, was in disarray, and many there supported Matilda. Then Robert of Gloucester, so influential, changed sides and declared for her, so she returned home to England, but was immediately trapped in Arundel Castle. Oddly, she was allowed to escape. She met up with Gloucester and civil war broke out. The countryside was laid waste, no peace and joy for ordinary folk, the commoners. 5 years after Henry's death, Matilda triumphed at Lincoln in a battle fierce and captured Stephen. It looked like Matilda would be queen. She was recognised by the church. Her coronation was due. As she prepared, she made a bad impression, displayed her arrogance, confidence, being haughty, something that would have been normal in a man, be seen as ordinary in Henry or Stephen. This image has resonated unfairly through the ages. So close to triumph was she, but at the final hurdle she failed. As Londoners drove her away, her throne crumbled because of her gender. Matilda was defeated, became trapped at Oxford, miraculously, famously and daringly escaped. She realised she would never be queen. So agreed and negotiated a compromise. Civil war finally ended when Stephen recognised her son as heir, and soon Stephen died. Henry the eldest became king, Henry II, who honoured his mother. She and her line won out, but she never became queen, solely because of her gender. And that injustice resonates throughout all time.